Hello. Can't find my glove. Hello. Yeah, babies. Yes. Yes. Got that fucking gelatin tea right now, baby. Oh, shit. Come on, let's gotta go in there. Oh, I got too much in here, man. Come on down if you want lunch. Yeah. Anybody there? Had a mishap. Yeah, welcome, sir. Hello, everybody. Yeah, Job Morales, how are you, everybody? Morning, Alan. Yeah, anybody, please subscribe if you're not. Food Train Mike doing a quick live. I don't know, I started out with 4 packets, 5 packs of gelatin and some tea. And morning, Jax. Please subscribe if you haven't. Food Train Mike, do food ASMR. And I put the gelatin in, and then I reheated it, and it overflowed. So I added like 2 more packs of gelatin, and I think I overdid it because I thought I lost 2 packs, but I don't think I did. So now I'm like drinking this. It's almost, look at it. And look at it, like it's all concocted. There's so much gelatin in here. It's like, and I had to go upstairs and reheat it up to try to melt some of this down because I don't want to lose it, you know? Need that gelatin. Yeah, I play a couple games. Not really. Not really into games. I have a few games on the channel, but the game ASMRs don't do much for me. Hope everybody's doing well today. Yeah, just figured I'd say hello. You know. Yeah, I don't know. Both look pretty cool. I don't really get into them. I've seen them, but I'd probably play both if I were to play. But my attention span for video games is not that high, so I get bored quick. So that's why I usually don't invest in anything. I don't even play that little gaming system I got a few weeks ago. I don't even use that anymore. I probably played maybe like an hour or two on it in like the month that I've had it. Definitely not into the video games. Looks like yeah. Job Morales, you still on? Is that Job or Job? Why? You don't like me, Jack? How old are you, Jax? Why don't you like me? I said I'd play both. I'm sorry you feel that way. Oh no, I said I'd play both, but I'm not into video games. Sorry to disappoint you. I'm 47. How old are you? 10? So I seem to get a lot of 10, 12, 15, a lot of young ones on here for some reason. Nah, I won't return it, Alan. I'll keep it. It's good to have. It was free anyways on the promotion that I had. So it's definitely worth keeping. I just, you know, I just kind of, I'll play it on, you know, I'll play it every now and then. Just haven't had much time, that's all, but we'll get there. Come on, Jax, you still on? Can we make peace? Well, that is a problem with society. Too many one-liners out there. Too many predisposed. I don't like, I like, etc., etc. You know what? Society deserves what it gets. And society is getting what it deserves. And all you youngsters out there, all you pompous youngsters out there that think you know everything, that follow the sheep path of the bullying and the fashion and the cliques and all that BS, it don't matter. When the country's falling apart, World War III is ahead of us, and everybody's screaming for God, even the atheist non-believers, because they're grabbing their balls with both their hands, crying for mommy because they're going to be so scared because they're not mentally prepared for that. I've been mentally prepared for the end of the world since 7th grade. I could care less. You could drop bombs right now. I'll go grab a bottle of champagne and celebrate. I wouldn't be scared for 1 minute. I've been prepared. But see, a lot of you sheep out there haven't been prepared. You know what I'm saying? So, when people put up things, oh, I don't like you, I don't this, I don't that, I troll you, ah, da 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 da, you know, you're all, y'all just don't get it. And that's the problem. And that's why this world is where it's at, because nobody gets it. But they put on the facade. They make you think you're voting. You ain't voting. They make you think that so you feel like you're part of it, but you're really not, because the decisions are pre-made, and the decisions are frankly laid out in a plan, and things are going to roll the way the higher ups are going to say it's going to roll, not the way President Donald Trump is going to say, or not the way Congress, or not the way the Senate. They're just following the manuscript. But the bigger picture is the higher ups. So all you remember that, you youngsters out there, come together, get with your schoolmates, get with your your nerds, get with your popular, get with your disabled, get with everybody, unite, become one, and fix the problems of the existence we live in, because you guys are the voice of it. And people like me that are 47 and going and getting older, and the older people, we can only just offer advice and offer things that we feel that may help straighten out humanity. But we can only hope for the best, and that's at least what I try to do anyways, hope for the best. Try to deal with that every day, what I mean? Just hope for the best, just do the best that I can. Try to leave the dirty laundry, as a subscriber once said. Yes, yes. Try to leave that. Sometimes I may get a little excited, may get a little hyped up, but it's within focus. It's within reason, and it's pragmatically correct, is what I'm getting at. Trying to stay within pragmatics. I can be very unpragmatic, and I can be very irate, and I don't really like to get that way, because that just sets off a bad image, Oh, thank you, Alan M. Well, no worries, but hey, thank you, Alan M. Definitely appreciate that. Glad thing I didn't put music on. I was about to put music on. That would have counted probably if I did that. Thank you, Alan M. Well, we'll be speaking later. You know what I'm saying? We'll be live in a few. Yeah, it's going to be a quick live. I just wanted to come on for a few minutes. Um, don't really have much else to do here. Got a couple things I gotta do, but that's about it. All right, well, thank you, Alan M. Definitely don't appreciate it. Ryan, how are you? Welcome. Well, yeah. But unfortunately, what I think the problem is the school systems have failed. They've continued to fail. I mean, when I'm not talking about private institutions, good. I'm talking about just main public, town schools, town high schools, stuff like that. They're so limited on what they can say. Their script is written so tight, they can't bring in stuff. They can't teach stuff that would maybe get thought processes different, like you learn when you get older, or like when you learn, when you're in high school, or when you're out of high school, or something like that. So, yeah, I tend to think I tend to think that the kids are going to be slower. You know what I mean? They're going to be more on, you know, the, they're just gonna be at a different pace. You know, um, but everybody, everybody. Oh, jeez. Thank you, Avid. Wow. The heck? Oh boy. Am I seeing that right? Like that. No worries, Avid. Thank you so much. Definitely appreciate that. Um, yeah, I gotta say I appreciate everybody, and I'm not complaining on here for any type of. I'm not really complaining. I'm just trying to make a point. I think the school systems, they've really they can't get the kids together in an auditorium. They can't show them the graphic details of what's going on in the outside of society. you know, and women getting their kids cut out of them, and they can't show them things that would make them want to throw up and possibly make them throw up, and that's what they should do. But what they should do is not segregate it by class or by grade. They should, segregate it if they can't put everybody in. They should put some in. So, and by some I mean uh, regular class, um, regular class, um, what shall I say? Uh, that's what train of thought. Yeah, like regular class, nerds, popular, you know, special education, kind of everybody in the same room. Even the non-functionable, if you want to call it, people that are more in wheelchairs and maybe type through the computer, because everybody has a thought. So then you get them in the auditorium, and you show them these videos. You kind of brainwash them a little bit into what's not brainwashing them, but brainwashing them out of their quote unquote comfortableness of high school, where you can pick on people and say whatever you want and you're not going to get a repercussion for it. But now let's show them what happens when you don't have freedom of speech, and when you don't have amendments, and when you don't have a constitution, when you don't have a bill of rights, and when you don't have rights. And let's show them what happens to these people when they get their heads blown off, and then when they get the kids cut out of them, and then when they get their limbs ripped off of them and stuff. And we're going to show them that. We're going to make them throw up, and we're going to make them puke, and we're going to make them scared, shitless, crapless, excuse me. That's what we're going to do. And then after that, they're going to talk about it. And then they're going to get a break to digest it. And then they're going to be, then their egos, then their whatever is going to go down. It's going to go down for a minute. It's going to be like therapy. Like when you go to the therapist and you feel good for that hour, and you feel good for a little while, then a few days later you start feeling worse again, and the cycle continues. So now what you're going to do is you're going to get these kids back into the auditorium, and you're going to give them a problem. You're going to post a problem that they have to solve. But they have to solve it together. Everybody is one. And when they do that, they're going to see that everybody has something to bring to the table. by bringing it to the table, by coexist or by existing, because you're coexisting, but by really existing and participating and being with these people, you might see things that you did not see. You might see things about people that you failed to see. And instead of getting 30s and 40s and realizing this now, you can realize it then, because I did when I was that age, and more people should. And that's what I'm getting at. Exactly. You know, when I was in a private school, there was a girl by the name of Jackie Bailey, and she was, I think, cerebral palsy a little bit. I'm not sure what she was. She had some issues, kind of walked a little weird, kind of had her hand up a little bit, was in a wheelchair at most of the time. She had some issues, and all the kids, you know, they picked on her, and they ravaged her up. Rufino, how are you? Welcome. They ravaged her up, right? So every Friday, once a month, there used to be a after school thing where we'd stay after school. I think around like 3 o'clock or something, 3 or 4 or something. We'd end up going out somewhere and doing something. Whoever wanted to sign up for the thing, and then we return like around 9:30 or something. And I think it get picked up between like 9:30 and 10 o'clock at night. And I remember she was there, and I remember I went up to her, I talked to her. uh, I actually made her laugh so hard she almost fell out of the chair. I was doing jokes. I talked to her, and ever since that night, I would always talk to her. I'd always ask her how she was doing. I'd always say hi to her in front of everybody, you know. So I learned at a young age, um, not to look at people's disabilities as a fault on their end. And I looked at a lot of these things as stepping stones in my mind to where I went. Um, I mean, if I was out in public and God forbid I saw somebody making fun of somebody mentally retarded, I don't care if they were 6'5", 200 pounds, I'd fight them. And I'm being serious. Okay, I would say something, and then if I had to, I'd fight him. I'd get my ass kicked, my butt kicked probably, but I would. It's out of principle, and I've always had a heart for that. So that's kind of where all that came from in a nutshell, you know. And you know, I've reiterated many times to you know, just you just leave that stuff alone, because they're individuals. And in my work, we get these kids in there. Some are Down syndrome, some are high Ashburgers. Make some noises and stuff. I make noises like I think I'm on the spectrum at the very far end, but I know how to control it. They don't, obviously. And yeah, never had a problem with them. Always, always think they're great. Always say hi to them. Always talk to them like I'm talking here. Never talk to them like they're anything different than what they are. Always talk to them like they're somebody on my level. You know what I'm saying? And never let them feel that they're insignificant. So I always try my best to do that as well. And I guess I could say that's part of what I try to do. You know. Because it is a sad world out there, and there's a lot going on. So that's pretty much what I've taken anyways from it. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, well, you're right. You're right. It's unfortunate that they get made fun of many times, but that's because the kids aren't. It's just ignorance, and there needs to be harsher, penalties for that kind of thing. You know what I mean? There just needs to be different things going around. That's all. Needs to be different things. That's it. I mean, straight up, needs to be different things. Yeah. Hold on one quick second. I gotta run up and soak this. I'll be right. I'll be down in like 2 minutes. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's it. Yeah. Then you'll know. You know. But a lot of people don't, so that's the problem. Hold on one second. All right. Sorry about that. That stuff was all over the place. Oh, good. Everybody's having a nice convo. Well, we got a few minutes. I gotta end the live. Got a couple things gonna work on. I appreciate the donations, everybody. Thank you so much. I definitely always appreciate that, as we know. I don't know if Avid's on anymore. We only have two on. All right, everybody. I'll be back later, maybe. Oh, okay. Avid's here. Well, Avid, thank you again, my man. Didn't have to do that, but I appreciate so. Definitely, definitely that goes without saying. You know, definitely goes without saying. All right, everybody. Well, I shall see you next time. Thank you all so much again.